As the community update continues, we're going to take you back this past Tuesday, August 29th. Down here at Jack's Steakhouse at 309 Superior Avenue. We're going to go inside for the ribbon cutting. That's the next thing we're going to see next on the update.
Good, everybody's in there. Why don't you take a picture? Okay. That's good. Let's see. So for the actual ribbon portion, we'll try and fit in some of our board members.
Just open them up, Chris. You got that, Chris? Just don't be like that. Don't move.
Okay, I'm just going to snap a few photos if everybody can look here. Good. All right, I think that's good. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yay! That part of the ribbon is maybe else yours. That part of the ribbon.
So thank you everyone for coming. I know there's a soft opening a while back. This is your official grand opening and ribbon cutting. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to this point and why you selected this location in Tomah?
Jennifer, you want to go? Okay. So, we always wanted to do a steakhouse in a little bit bigger town. We have Wildcat Bar in Ontario, and we do really well there. And so we decided we'd try and come to Tomah because nobody has a steakhouse in town. So that's how we ended up here. And Sam, wherever she's at, gave us the opportunity.
Sounds wonderful. So tell us a little bit about your menu then. You said steakhouse. Can you explain what steaks you have on there?
Mainly we have your ribeye, your prime, your New York strip. All our steaks are prime cuts of meat, and we do hand cut them here
That's my next question.
And yeah, trying to put out the best product on the table as we can.
Now you do all the cooking yourself, right?
Yep.
Between you guys. And then what are your business hours and days?
We are open right now Tuesday through Saturday, 3 to 9.
Okay.
We are working on getting Sundays going. Now that we're,
And you're strongly encouraging reservations, correct?
On the weekends at least.
Okay.
not mandatory or necessary. No.
Sure. Sure. Anything else? Any specials you want to tell us about? Anything else you want us to know about your business so that we can tell our friends and neighbors?
We are doing a new appetizer every week.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we are running a special every week.
Okay.
This week our special is a pork flat iron steak with American fries and fresh green beans, like sauteed green beans. And tonight we are doing a prime rib sandwich with french fries and coleslaw, blackened prime rib sandwich. So, and 10% off anybody who wants to eat tonight.
Thank you. 10% off anyone that wants to eat tonight. So if you're sticking around or you don't have dinner plans, full bar, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And how do we find you if we want to find updates on your business? Is there a website, Facebook? What's the best
Facebook.
avenue?
Probably Facebook,
Okay.
yes.
And then just Jack's Steakhouse?
Yep.
Okay. And then do you want to share your phone number? Anyone wanting to call me to make reservations? Stay out.
It's 372-4136.
My fault for putting you on the spot. We can find you on Facebook, but congratulations. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about the menu and food, so we're excited. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I see there's some...
All right, so on this portion of the community update, we take you back this past Tuesday, August 29th, for the ribbon cutting for Jack's Steakhouse located at 309 Superior Avenue. We hope you enjoyed it here on the update. As the community update continues, they're down here at Sassy Girl Aroma on Tuesday, August 15th for the ribbon cutting. That's the next thing you're going to see as the update continues. waiting on the ribbon cutting right now down here at Sassy Grill Aroma on Tuesday, August 15th. Ribbon cutting coming up in a moment here. Kind of waiting on the street traffic right now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, you just saw the ribbon cutting for Sassy Grill Aroma on this Tuesday, August 15th. Guys, introduce yourself for me if you don't mind.
My name is Tyrell. This is my wife Julie. And she started the business back in 2010 as a side business to go along with our, give us a little extra boost. And as she grew with her customers and clientele, I was working a on-the-road job doing construction and decided that I would like to get out of that. So we thought we could kind of put our heads together and make a little more of this, and as it turned out, it went very well. And we went from being a small online business to developing into growing right out of our own house and having to purchase a building and having now 4 employees. And it just continues to grow.
The bottom line is, you talked about outside. This has been in the works for a while, hasn't it? Back to 2010, you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, this building many years ago, it was the Boys and Girls Club. I was in there many years ago when they renovated it. Walking around here now, bottom line is, you guys did a lot of renovation, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, we did, especially up front here where where the customers are gonna be involved in coming in. We fixed up the back end too for the working process, but it's a good solid building, old, a lot of history. I was informed that it used to be an old theater, so that's kind of intriguing with how the floor and the roof are all at a equal slant.
You look at the inside, you look at your outside windows, it's really very well thought out, isn't it? Very well thought out. How do you come up with the name, Sassy Aroma?
Well,
There's got to be a story, right?
well, not really. I've got 3 daughters that are very sassy. One being there and the other one roaming around somewhere else. I don't know. It was basically just my kids being sassy.
Who's the store for? Anybody? Who's it for? Men, women? Who's the store for?
Well, you're going to see I think you're going to see a majority of women, but not to say that it's just for women. A lot of guys like to smell this stuff. We do offer men's cologne along with the women's perfume.
Yeah, we're going to show that in a moment.
And then outside of that, we're hoping to get on the men's side of things to come in and buy something for their ladies, whether it's your mom, daughters, grandmas, that kind of thing, wives and sweethearts. So we're hoping to hit that market a little bit too.
Somebody comes in, they're looking for something particular, you don't have it. Can you do that for them?
I could try. They can put in a request and I can see what I can do to come up with it.
One of the things we need to talk about, which was mentioned outside, online orders. Big deal for you, right?
Yeah.
How does that all work?
We've been doing online orders since 2010, and that is at www.sassygrilaroma.com. The websites are just pre-orders right now. So we open up pre-order up on Friday, and then we close it on Sunday, and then it'll take about 3 to 4 weeks to make, and then we ship it out.
Is there a hot item you sell more of anything? A hot item?
The brittles. We sell a lot of our perfumes and colognes, we sell a lot of those.
All right, you've been open how long now? How long you been open?
The storefront just opened today.
Okay.
The online store opened in 2010. Yeah.
And since you've opened, you've already hired more people than you originally planned on, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it keeps increasing. We're actually considering one more. That's where we're at. So
what makes the store unique? What makes the store unique to downtown Tomah?
Well, there's a ton of scents that you're not going to be able to go to just anywhere and get. I come up with a lot of, well, my customers come up with a lot of blends, I come up with a lot of blends, and we make our own special blends. And we also have regular scents that, you know, people like, and I don't know if I should mention the names, but competitors, we have some of their fragrances available.
And maybe we can have you show us some of that stuff in a moment if you don't mind.
Yep.
Okay, your hours down here, we're down here on Tuesday, August 15th. What are your hours down here?
Today we're open until 7, and then after that,
Going back to regular hours, Monday through Friday will be 10 to 5, and Saturday will be 10 to 3, and closed on Sundays.
A little background on yourself, guys. Are you originally from Tomah? You local?
I am, well actually I was born and raised here, and then I got shipped around with my dad in the military, but landed back here to graduate high school and everything, and she's originally from Tennessee, and I actually met her. One of the benefits of being a construction worker, I met her on the road, and that's how we met up. So
interesting.
She was living on the east side of the state.
Website to go to if people need more info, where do they go? What's the best website to go to for more info?
Well,
Do you have a Facebook page or anything out
yeah,
there?
we have our Sassy Girl Aroma Facebook group page,
Okay.
not the regular business page. We have the group, so you'd have to join the group, and
Okay.
that's the best place to go.
People there. A lot of people putting on what they like, their dislikes, and talking a lot about different products on there. So it's informative, and people, the customers that we have on there, a lot of them are willing to share their advice to other people, their opinions and advice.
Yeah.
And when I first came in, we went in the back, and this building is a lot bigger than I thought it was. It's a huge building, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bigger than we thought. That's why it took us almost a year to even come and look at it. A friend of mine, John Kenworthy, kept telling me to come down here, that the Boys and Girls Club owned it, and that we should look at it for our business, and it took almost a year. And now, finally, we looked at it a year ago, and here we are. So, it suited our needs much better than we thought it was going to.
Bottom line, final question, it's basically street parking, obviously. Are you concerned about that?
Somewhat.
I am not, and just off of East
Yeah, there's
Ottawa,
a huge lot back there,
is
isn't there? Yes.
a parking lot just back there, which is only about a half a block away from our storefront.
Okay. Guys, thanks for talking with me. As we wrap it up here, can you just show me a few products when we get done, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Okay, let's just do that right now. This is some of the many things we talked about.
We have a variety of different scents. This is called our Brittle, and it is 6.8 ounces. Comes in many different fragrances and color variations.
I see that, yes.
And
Is there a more popular?
this is very popular because it is scored like a kind of like a Hershey's candy bar.
I see,
and
yep.
you can break off these in the score marks, and you can put 2 or 3 chunks in depending on the size of your melter that you have.
Okay.
And then you get into, these are the mini loaves. And same thing, we make them in all kinds of different variations of scents. These weigh 7 ounces, and they come in a nice little loaf pan, kind of real decorative, popular. People just really like the way these look. And these, we do sell a cutting tool, or you can just use a butter knife or a knife to cut these and break off the size chunk that you'd like to put in your melter for that. Also.
Sure. Over here in the men's, look at some of the men's stuff you talked about. The men's stuff would be where?
We have some men's cologne. I don't know if this is one of them. It is not.
Okay.
I would have to find it, but
Men's cologne is over where she is? Or?
yeah, it's in these same types of bottles.
Okay, looks like
we have
that.
it set up somewhere here. I apologize for
That's fine.
not knowing where my stuff is yet. Do we have a men's cologne?
Yeah, that one is.
So we do a men's cologne, that's the bottom line.
Andy?
I've got to switch them around to where I do have them all in one area.
Is the Godfather?
Yes, Godfather is actually
There we go.
unisex.
There you go.
This is a very popular one actually for both sexes, male and female, and we've been selling this for a long time.
Okay.
And there's the front of the bottle. It's a 3.4 ounce, 100 milliliter bottle, and we sell these for
$30.95.
So that'd be a hot item.
$30.95. Yes, and we have quite a variation of scents in those too. And then if we go over to the wall over here, we have a smaller version, something that you can test out, see what you like. Many different variations of these again, and they are also scored so they're easy to break and put into a melter. Those are called bricks. These are clamshells, and same thing, a little bit on the smaller side, and each cube so that you can put 1 or 2 into a melter depending on your liking. And then there'll be more of these to come. This is a 6-pack sampler. You can see the different colors representing the different kinds of each one, and then we have a guide or a key on the inside to show you just what kind, each kind and description as to what you're getting.
All up on top there, yeah.
Yep.
So just out of curiosity, is there a hot aroma people really like? Is there a really popular aroma?
Hello Lover has been very popular through the years. Beach nights and variations of each one of these. One called Audrey May is very popular right now. That is a like a strawberry pound cake, and then it kind of comes and goes in waves, and then the Facebook page actually kind of keys people into that as to what is kind of popular, what's trending, I guess you could say, at the time.
All right, so if I came in here and not having a clue what I'm looking for, which I wouldn't, you could help me out, right?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, no, myself, Julie, everybody that's in here has quite a knowledge of what's going on with all of their
Hey,
stuff.
thank you for I'm taking you guys away from something here. Thanks for talking with me. Welcome to Tomah, and thank you for sitting down and talking with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on here.
Right now, you're looking at a bar that has the food on it down here for the ribbon cutting on August 15th, but we're showing you this bar down here because these bottles in the back here, you can come down here and pretty much come up with your own type of perfume that you want. Men and women can come down here. Those are the empty bottles back there. And you would sit down at this bar right here, and they would help you make your own perfume. So something else unique down here you might want to think about. So on this portion of the community update from down here at Sassy Girl Aroma for the ribbon cutting. We're located at 1102 Superior Avenue where the Boys and Girls Club building used to be. We want to thank everybody that was nice enough to talk with us. We hope you enjoyed it here on the update. Right, talking with District Administrator Mike Hanson. Mike, about your school board agenda, school board meeting last Monday. Starting out with some really great news for Miller Grade School, right?
Yeah, Miller had applied for a grant. It's with the Whole Kids Foundation. There are 1,300 different elementary schools that applied for this, and Miller's one of the few that got it. So we've got some information out on our website associated with Monday, August 21st board meeting. You can see a very brief presentation that shows you where the raised flower beds will be, just in their courtyard area. Just a really nice pop to that. And also some benches. So Mrs. Anderson was discussing the benefit of the grant certainly is in the horticultural space, a nice space for students and faculty to be in, and it can be used as an outdoor learning area as well. So it's exciting to see what they have going with that.
You also talked about a program dealing with Western Technical College. Talk about the format.
Right, Greg, thanks for bringing that up. You know, Western Technical College, we have many university and tech school partnerships, which we are very, very grateful for. And I wanted to highlight annually we have many students who take part in what are dual credit or articulated classes where they're here in the high school. They can take that class with WTC. Maybe they do it virtually. Maybe it's asynchronous, synchronous kind of setting. But they're earning college credits and also earning high school credits. So we had a report coming out of them for the 22-23 school year. There were 552 students who earned transcripted credits. So that's we didn't have 552 seniors. This is you know, a lot of kids, junior, senior levels. Just fantastic stuff. The total transcripted credits earned 2,539, and that saved our students and the district $391,000. So that's what I like to call value-added high school opportunities. Those are fantastic courses out at Western Technical College. The building is absolutely amazing, so we're very fortunate to have wonderful partnerships with them, Viterbo, the UW system, so many opportunities with our post-high school graduate educational communities that we're embracing those in so many ways. So I'm going to be excited to report out on other university opportunities. And just in a comparison to last year with WTC, there were 505 students, 2,160 credits, and that saved students in the district $324,539. So that was quite a pop up there. So great news coming out of the high school last year, that continued piece.
You also had on Monday night the activities report at the middle school and the high school, right?
Yes, you bet. I would love to go activity by activity, but
Yeah.
we've got a lot. And
Yeah.
that's what I want to start out with first, Greg. Along with strong academics, working hard every day in that arena, we know that students thrive when they can take part in their passions, their interests, their likes. Or maybe it's something new they just want to try. I think you and I have, like in high school, hey, let's try this, you know. Many different ways. The arts, co-curriculars, athletics, so activities encompass all of that. And so out on our website, also associated with the August 21st website for the Board of Education, is the all of the activity reports. Hats off to Deb Reed, Brad Pluger for putting all that in. Brad gave a wonderful presentation. Behind the scenes are all the coaches and advisors, the families, the students involved in all the activities. So thanks for all of their work, continuing to shine. And some of the areas, you know, that might go up and down, those can be, you know, season. We had a smaller senior class graduating last year, junior class coming in to seniors this year, a little bit larger. And so those are some of the fluctuations there. But yeah, check it out. Highly encourage all kids to find something they're excited in or try something new.
Staying at the activities level, high school sports. This past Tuesday we had volleyball, and now starting the school year for the varsity sport, there's an easy new way to buy your ticket, right?
Greg, thanks for bringing that up. So along with many other MVC, Missouri Valley Conference school districts, we are going to digital ticketing, and it will be a very positive experience for us in many ways. For our fans, for our district, for our financial operations, it will be a really positive piece. So that started up now, and we also, the board approved, or took a look at the new pass structures, and you can buy 50 tickets or 30 ticket structures, whatever might fit your family needs or your needs there. So check that out. While we may have some cash options kind of in that dual area right now, please know that any other MVC schools are not cash in any capacity, and we'll be migrating out of the cash business as quickly as we can. Wonderful piece, thanks to Michelle Clark, Brad Pluger again, the team there that's taking a look at how we can be efficient, but also support our fans, support our clubs, and on the back end here with us in the financial piece, have that dedicated stream of where the cash is flowing from.
Mike, so are all the MVC schools doing this? If I go to an away game, are they doing it?
The away game, Brad told us last night, expect it to be digital, not cash. So when I refer to cash, it's the digital cash going through.
Right.
That's on that's how we'll manage and operate things. It's much more seamless, like you and I do in a bill pay, for instance. So, but yes, on all of your away games, be sure to go to GoFan first and get your tickets. And none of our local passes will be good at any other MVC school, and also our passes are not, they exclude hockey, and they exclude, you know, your WIAA sanctioned events.
So a lot of school districts statewide doing this?
You know, I think it's very, very commonplace now, and again, I think there's benefits for everyone involved. You know, for us, certainly it's a great way just to maintain higher standards, great standards of bookkeeping, not that they were bad at all, but it's just very seamless, and we can stay engaged in the supervision of the other activity pieces that our employees do while they're out there doing an event. And I think for our fans, it's like, here we go.
Yeah, there
Walk
you go.
right on through.
Yeah, I know Tuesday night a lot of people were liking it.
Great,
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
good to
yeah.
hear. So we appreciate that from our fans, and we'll continue to evolve and take a look at how things go.
Talking with Mike Hansen, District Administrator, about their last school board meeting earlier in August. Mike, school's starting just around the corner. What does the hiring process look like right now?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up too. We have 5 positions open right now. One of those is over at Lemon Wire. They started July 12. That's there is a 5th grade position, but we've got a long-term sub in there who's highly qualified for that, and things are moving along there. A few of the district level ones would be your school psych and speech therapy, and also a special education, EBD, at one of our elementary buildings. So when you look at our scope of 250 some plus positions, and right now we're at 5, and year over year, the speech language and school psych are certainly always there as openings. We're doing very well. We're doing very well. We'll continue to network where we can. Our principals and their hiring teams are very, very busy. I want to thank our school board for the resource base they have approved, for the salary benefit packages they've approved. You know, they're taking a look at a lot of things. So the board is very engaged in the process of ensuring that we are a district where people want to teach, and we'd like to have them end their careers in Tomah. So, you know, one of our priorities is the facilities. We'll be taking a look at that again. So that's another way that we can continue to make our environment a great place for employees to come to and work. So we're very excited for the future there. We continue to have aide and bus positions, so we highly encourage folks to take a look at Tomah area schools. Our Board of Education also increased wages substantially, or we're in the top 3 in the whole area. So check us out, take a look. It's very, very rewarding work to work with students.
You also talked about you had the in-service agenda for all the staff, right?
Right, yes. So that was just a home run yesterday. We brought in all of our teachers, all of our support staff, and also invited our substitute teachers. Our professional teachers in the classrooms did a lot of work around the professional learning community process, through the team process, the focus on learning, which is #1, the collaborative culture and the commitment to all of our responsibility, that collective responsibility to improve student learning, and also to be results oriented. So that was the major focus and subtopics from that with our professional teachers. But our support staff too had wonderful training on social emotional learning, some of the basic first aid skill sets you might be introduced to, just a lot of different things to also empower and build capacity with everyone's skill set. So I sat in on all of the professional teacher ones, and just checking in with Michelle Clark, who put the support staff piece together. Very well received. So right along the line of, hey, we want you to work for us, and we will continue to support and be right with you in a collaborative culture every step of the way. So thanks again for asking for that. It was a great, great opportunity.
Seclusion and restraint value was also on the agenda.
Right.
What's that all about?
Yeah, annually the Board of Education will approve or hear from our Pupil Services Director, Dr. Paul Skorfonic, on our restraint and seclusion numbers as well as our expulsion numbers. So our community can see the restraint and seclusion numbers out on our website associated with this school board meeting. what those numbers were. The Department of Public Instruction also sends those out, and you can look at anybody's in any school district with that. So Paul provided the a breakdown of that year by year, so you can see the trend lines there. Our expulsion data was very, very low. So that was a verbal report, not with any numbers, because they were below the 10, the N size of 10. So we risk with reporting any data that low of actually possibly identifying any student that was expelled, and we certainly don't want to do that. We're also working hard on our SEL programming, social and emotional learning programs, to build and enhance the behaviors we'd like to see from our students. They're out there, and unfortunately there is a disciplinary matrix, a paradigm, a continuum of warnings to modeling the behavior to the possibility of expulsion, and certainly our board operates within that continuum as does the administrative team. We hope to never expel, but certainly there are some behaviors that reach that level.
Let's wrap it up, Mike. What did the acceptance of gifts and monies look like Monday night?
Yes, thank you. Always the best, one of the best parts of the board agenda. They're all good parts of the agenda because they are all meaningful to our community of learners, so we appreciate the board for what they do. We had from the Frank Andres Trust to Lemon Wire, they have really neat book vending machines, and so there was a $3,000 donation from that. St. Peter's Lutheran Church donated to our lunch account $200 to assist any families in need there. The Tomah Sports Boosters donated to the Vault Gymnastics a springboard, $1,048. Also from the Earl Foundation, 2 donations to Lemon Wire for the book vending machine and their sensory circuits, $3,425 for the book vending machines and $4,494 for the sensory circuits. From Jensen Tax and Accounting to the Black Student Union, $250. From BP Smokehouse to the Black Student Union, $200. From Premier Insurance Solutions to the THS Band, $250. And I want to, many of these follow-ons were donations to sponsor Kids from Wisconsin. So these are very nice donations. Yeah. From Zingler Sign and Design, $250 for that. Gunnarsson Health Systems, Tomah Clinic, $500. Tomah Environmental Contractors, $1,000. William and Mary Clouda, $250. Habelman Brothers Cranberry, $250. And Brian and Stephanie Knepker, $500. All for the Kids from Wisconsin. Fabulous donations. And from McDonald's, $320 to the Tomah High School Positive Activity Program. Total donations, wonderful month, $15,937. So it's yes, the amount is great. Anything above, below, any amount is fantastic because as you can see, it just benefits so many different clubs and organizations throughout our school districts. So we're very honored to have all donations support our kids.
Right, your annual, as we wrap it up, like your annual budget meeting coming up, yes. August 28th. Normally, not a lot of people go to this, do they?
We have people show up. Absolutely.
Oh, you have. Okay.
There's certainly people there. Just kind of depends. Even with our regular board meetings, just kind of depends on those that come. But certainly, all of our meetings are published prior to the requirements and open to the public. So the August 28th meeting is the annual meeting. That agenda is out there. It's very similar to other years, but it is one of the meetings that we go through our budget items. So it's our first run at that. And the budget is finalized in October when we have the enrollment and evaluations are all equalized.
Normally you and I sit down on Tuesday. This week was a Thursday. You've had a very busy week, haven't you?
It was a crazy busy week, and I want to thank you so much. But one of the joys of being a superintendent is to sit in on all of the professional development opportunities, because I know I grow my own capacity to go into situations, to know and understand and lead with intention, and also understand the why. Why do we show up every day? We show up to improve learning each and every day for all kids, for all students, and we mean it, and we're going to get better at it each and every day. We've got a great team going after it.
So you're about to begin your 4th year. Are you ready for it?
I think so. I can't believe, remember July of 2020, our first visit, Greg. Thank you so much for these opportunities to extend the great things that are happening from our district to our community. Appreciate your work.
Mike, I know you're very busy, got things to do. Sit down. We'll sit down with you obviously next month, September. Thank you for making time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.